Everybody see that? Thumbs up? Okay, perfect. All right, so thank you for being here with us today. Normally, we're all in person the last Saturday of every month, gathering, having breakfast, and taking in some positivity from a guest speaker. This is a challenging time for all of us, and no better time than to take advantage of the online gathering and still stay connected with everybody, which is a blessing for all of us right now. So I hope y'all got your coffee. Want you to relax and just enjoy what we have to offer you here today. So staying positive in times of uncertainty, it can be a challenge, but there are tools that a lot of people can use during these times. And like our club, we have, our affirmations, we have our gatherings, and a place for people to just, spill out some positivity. I wanted to share what our agenda is for today. So today we are going to, chat a little bit about Positive Thinkers, what we offer, and what we're going to offer now in these times of uncertainty during COVID. So after that, I'm going to do some affirmations, give you some affirmations for health and healing. And then we're going to move to Alison D'Entremont, and she is going to offer us some tools to prevent a frenzied spiral into a fear trap. And then we're going to have Alex Sui, who is going to share some beautiful pictures of our province and a little talk around some of his photos. And at the end, we're going to open it up and allow people to share. So a little bit of information about our club. Dave Radofsky and John Snow formed our club in 1989. They had an opportunity, they had Brian Tracy come and do a positive seminar here in St. John's. And from there, they decided to form the Positive Thinkers Club. We have been on the go for 31 years, meeting every month. This year has been quite the challenge because I think we've only missed 3 gatherings physically, which is, an amazing accomplishment for a club here locally. Our club meets the last Saturday of every month, usually physically, and we meet at the Bella Vista. We have a breakfast. It starts at 9 o'clock a.m. and we are done by 11 o'clock. Our membership is all that it says here. We have our family membership, which is yearly for $40, our single membership $30, and our student membership. And we get all sorts of benefits for being members. We get a discount on our breakfasts, which is a buffet styled by the Bella Vista. And you get access to our book resource center. You also get free attendance to our biannual seminars. This is a little different. They're in the evenings, and they're about 2 hours where somebody comes in and teaches us something different. We have our social media. We're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, and we're on Twitter. So if you're not following us on those platforms, please do so. And that is our club. We also have our board members who are here today. We have Dave, who is a co-founder. We have Alex Sui, who is past president. We have Christina Howe, who's a board director. We have, let's see, who else we have? We have Sheldon Crocker, who is our director of PR. Alison D'Entremont, who is our first VP of speakers. We have Selena, who is our newsletter creator. And not with us today, we don't have Noel. He is our treasurer. Jackie Cook is here with us. She is our secretary. And Gary Critch, he is our book resource person. And John Snow is a co-founder who is not with us today. So that is them, and give them a round of applause for all the work. I know we can't hear them, but they're doing a fantastic job. All right, so we're going to move into positive affirmations. I'll just give you a little bit of information about what positive affirmations are and what they mean. So they're basically positive statements that we say to ourselves. For most part, we are conditioned in some way to think in a negative way, but positive affirmations set things that we want to come true for us. So, for example, if you want your health to be, more vibrant, you focus on positive affirmations that would bring about better health for yourself. If you're focused on negative, then you can almost guarantee that the negativity will come about. So when you're saying positive affirmations, very important that you say them with intense feeling. A lot of people do power poses. Some different power poses, for example, will be just opening up your arms, just doing a fist pump, holding your heart, or doing a Wonder Woman or a Superman pose with your hands on your hips. Positive affirmations, they start with I am, I have, and they're always in the present tense. You can carry positive affirmations in different ways. Like I had said, if you're looking to improve something, you don't want to go about your days focusing on how, for example, health, or how sick I am, or I feel sick, or I'm worried about getting sick. You focus on I am healthy, I am strong, I am vibrant, and you bring that throughout your day instead of focusing on the negative. So that's very important when you're doing your affirmations. It takes practice. It's not something that you can say one time and just forget about it, and you manifest health and wellness or whatever you're wanting. You have to continuously do it, and you don't want to give up on them. They're very important. For me personally, I was introduced to positive affirmations 7 years ago, and I've been consistent with them, and I've seen so much come about in my life, which is amazing. And some resources. You can always look online for resources for any affirmations. My personal favorite is Louise Hay. She has amazing affirmations that focus on different areas of your life. All right, so we're just going to go right into the affirmations now. And everybody that's on the call, I believe, are familiar with how this works. So I'm actually going to unmute everybody. This is going to be a little bit different, but I will say the affirmation, and I want you guys to say them out loud. If you want to do power pose, you can go ahead and do that. I want to focus on health and healing, especially around this time. A lot of people are worried about getting sick. They're worried about going out in public. But if we can focus on these particular affirmations, just do them daily and focus and feel the health and wealth with it. All right, I'm going to do a power pose of on my heart. So whatever you want to do, if you want to do fist pump, you do it, whatever you're comfortable with. Okay. I am in perfect health.
I am in perfect health.
Perfect health.
I give my body what it needs on every level.
I give my body what it needs.
Every level.
On every level.
Wellness is the natural state of my body.
Wellness
This is the natural state of my body.
I feel safe in the rhythm and flow of ever-changing life.
I feel safe in the
rhythm and flow of ever-changing life.
I love every cell of my body.
I love
every cell of my body.
I free myself from destructive fears and doubts.
I
free myself from destructive fears and doubts.
I am radiant, beautiful, and strong.
I am radiant,
beautiful,
and strong.
I am healed, healthy, and whole.
I am healed,
healthy,
and whole.
And just one more. I am safe.
I am safe.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you, Katie.
It's very
Thank you,
powerful.
Katie.
I'm going to mute you all again, and I'm going to hand it over to Allison to talk about her stuff.
Wow, that was great, Katie. Thank you. I like that. I am safe. I'll just take that and go right into, I guess a lot of us have felt unsafe in these weeks, feeling a lot of overwhelm, feeling the chaos of all of this, you know, powerlessness and helplessness. And I want to give you a tool that you can use throughout all of this, as well as any time in your lives, to really just connect through your breath, come back into alignment, and take the, you know, small action of the breath. When you do feel that these energies, these low vibration thoughts and emotions of fear and anxiety creeping in, it's important to witness it and, you know, feel where you're feeling this in your body. Is it in your jaw? Is it in your shoulders? Witness it, forgive it, and connect to the breath. You know, it's all about really just choosing again. As Katie said, you know, our default is a negative thought. So coming back into finding a better thought, talking yourself into a better thought, and connecting to the breath. So find a comfortable seat. It looks like you're all quite comfortable where you are, except for Christina maybe bopping around there in her kitchen. But you can breathe wherever you are. I do this in a Costco lineup. It's funny because I have 4 children, and I have to go for food at least once a week. And standing in the lineup is the thing for me that's triggering. I don't know about you guys, it's just triggering. I'm like a faucet. I'm crying in these lineups, and it's just, it's crazy. It's crazy. So the breath is where I connect at Costco, and we're going to do that right now. So I guess straighten up your spine. You want to be able to get the deepest yogic breath that you can possibly take. So the spine is long, crown of the head is reaching toward the heavens. And we'll take a couple of regulating breaths, just connecting where you are right now to your breath. You can close your eyes if you'd like. You can keep your eyes open. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to count you in, and you'll follow along with I'm not a very good snapper. I can only snap with one hand, but hopefully you can hear this. We're going to breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. Release. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold it. Release. 2, 3, 4. Hold it. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. Release. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it. In. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and hold it. Release. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more time. In. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold. Release. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you can just come back to your normal breath. When I'm doing this breath work, I like to, when I hold, I like to hold for the same counts. So I'll breathe in for 5, hold for 5, release for 5. And it's really just taking back control in that moment. Your breath is all you have sometimes. you know, there's been waves this week. It's like, wee, I'm just riding waves all over the place. And yeah, all I can do is encourage everyone to just continue to connect to your breath, continue to connect to your truth, to what you know to be true. There's so much uncertainty. And, you know, I guess when you wake up in the morning, start with your breath, start with your intention, set an intention for the day. And I guess ask yourself, how can I do better than I did yesterday? Forgive yourself for things you've said, thoughts you've had. There's been thoughts that have come out of complete fear, you know, and we just have to let it go and press the reset button, start off each day fresh, and really ask yourself, how can I be the best version of me today, better than I was yesterday? And come back to the breath as many times as you have to throughout your day. So I hope you're all well. I hope you're all continuing to stay healthy and connected. This is great. This is the most smiles I've seen in a long time. It seems, wow. So I'm grateful to be able to share this with you today. I hope it was helpful. And I guess I'll pass it back over to you, Katie. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you very much for that. Breath is very important, very, very important.
Yeah.
And it's a great tool. Thank you for that.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.
Got lots of time. What I do is I go into my archives and look at all the pictures. Sometimes you have pictures that you have forgotten such a long time. When you have a lot of spare time to do, you can look at them, and every picture tells a story. So what I do is I can show some of the pictures that I like and tell you a little bit about the story, and I will limit myself no more than 10 minutes, okay? So this one you can see is my first iceberg picture I took 8 years ago. It's Kitiviti, if you believe it or not. That's not a pond, that's a puddle, but the ducks flew in, and I thought it was a great moment. It was like 10 minutes to 6 o'clock in the morning, and just for some reason, I love to take a picture of a sunrise, and this is it. This is my first picture, and a lot of people love this one, and since this picture, I became good friends with Iceberg Quest, and they always want me to go along with them, and whenever icebergs are there. So you make friends when you do good things. So this is how I became friends with a lot of people using this picture. This one, it's an arch by Cape Spear, maybe 4 years ago. So I took it from our boat, of the other boat, but too bad the other boat didn't take a picture of our boat. So I only got this one to share with the captain on that boat. It was amazing when you go to an iceberg close-up. This is why I love seeing icebergs. This one is from East Coast Trail, Fort Amherst Path. When you walk up the trail, you can see Signal Hill from the other side. It gives you a totally different perspective, and you'll be amazed. Oh wow, Signal Hill looks this way. You know, so you have time, take your time and go for a hike. This is another hike we plan to do next week sometime when the weather is good. We go up whenever the weather is good, and then we time ourselves and we walk back. So like during times COVID, I got lots of time, so we go out for 2 or 3 hours a day just to walk around the neighborhood. The interesting thing is we live close to Signal Hill and Kitiviti, so we don't have to drive. We just start from our doorsteps and walk whenever we want to do it, and then double our time back. And this is how we spend the afternoon every day. This is, of course, Puffin, which is in Elliston. We go there every, well, not every year, but actually 3 times a year, just to see the puffins and the icebergs. This is Petty Harbor. I took this one maybe a couple of weeks ago. We love Petty Harbor. Another shot of Petty Harbor in the afternoon. And this is one of whale pictures I took in Witless Bay. And it looks like the whale is laughing, but I love this one here. This is in Grossmont. We stay in this hotel. I can't remember what's the name. Pat, do you know the name of this hotel? But the backyard is so nice. We sat down there and watched the what do you call those? Nettie Harvest Inn. Yeah, it's so amazing. So we love to travel. When COVID is over, we're planning not to go outside the province at all, but just do staycation and visit all these places again. This is Cavendish. I have a lot of pictures of these colorful sheds, but this one, I like it with the sunset in the background. This is, I think it's Fogo Island, and this is one of my clothesline picture. I had a couple of clothesline picture, and this is one of my favorites. This is in Northern Peninsula around June time. You still have some packed ice around there, but I love this shot on the way to St. Anthony. This is Englee. We were up on the trail and we looked down, and I love the foggy, misty look of this town of Englee. One of my favorite towns I travel in Northern Peninsula is Englee. Everybody knows this one is Trinity. We go there like again 2 or 3 times a year. This is Kitiviti, but this is an old pictures 8 years ago. If you look carefully, you can see this is the Flick House, which is no longer there now. And this whole place now is all filled up by new construction. And when the new wharf is ready, it's going to be totally different, perhaps with some eating establishments or even shops. So a lot of people do not like this part being filled in, but City Council approved it. So I want to show you this picture of the old Flick House. This is Elliston. I love this one. I took this picture at around 10 to 6, again, early in the morning. The problem with taking picture of sunrise is you never know you're going to get a cloudy day or where you can see the sun. And that day was cold, like 2 degrees, light winds, but I love this because it looks like the shape of Newfoundland Island. Again, this is the same iceberg, but a different view with the sky. I like to take picture of the clouds because the clouds show you a much better perspective of the scenery and the backdrop. And this one is up on Sugarloaf Trail, a little bit off the Pump House Road Station. And that day was really misty and I liked the waves. At one time without the waves, I went up to the tip of the rocks and stood up and took a picture there, but I wouldn't do it when it's wavy or windy. These are the Jelly Bean Road houses downtown. I love it. And this is around this time, you can see that no leaves coming out, but this is an old photo. I didn't take this one this year. This is 8 years ago when the big iceberg in Kitiviti, it looked like a submarine. At that time, a lot of people were walking around during the weekend on a warm, sunny day. But then we noticed these graffiti came up like overnight. And then the city council had made amendment in the city bylaw and saying that people are not supposed, and they have a sign actually erected somewhere after that. And they painted this one. And since then, fortunately, no more graffiti was seen there. This are the crocuses showing up in the garden, so I took it yesterday. I didn't know that they close up when there was no sun, so I went out yesterday when the sun came out and took this picture. Spring is here. And this one is an iceberg near Cape Spear, Cape Spear. And I saw that eagle there, so it was just a quick shot, but I love the texture of the iceberg when you could do a close-up. And I hardly had a picture of an eagle on an iceberg before, so this is one of the 2 pictures I got with the eagle on an iceberg. This is up on Cuckoo's Cove, where close to Signal Hill. This is not from this year. This is from 2 years ago, and you can see there are 3 eaglets there. This year, there's only 1 egg, and I've been following them up regularly. So far, I could only see 1 egg. So if they hatch usually around Mother's Day time, I will post them up and share with everyone. This is Newfoundland dog. His name is Shadow. He lives actually up there on the hill there. And that day was a winter day, and the owner, Brian, was very nice. He let Shadow post it for me, and I call this picture very Newfoundland looking: ice, snow, and sheds, and the Newfoundland dog and his tongue. This one, a misty, cold day, is temperature is like -14, and in early morning you can see the mist rising. And at one time we used to go down and park the car there and have coffee, but now the area is all under reconstruction, so we couldn't do it anymore. But watching sunrise and watching the cold mist coming up in the car because it's warmer, it's amazing. This is Trinity. Oh, not Trinity, sorry, Twillingate, sorry. Yeah, it's one of the places I love to go to. This is the puffin. I took picture from a Zodiac, and I like it. The speed of a puffin is so quickly. I love this one. So like the puffin is skimming upon the surface of the water. So I love this one. And this is tilting in Fogo Island. I have this one actually blown up in a big canvas in my living room here. This is the Northern Peninsula again. I love the packed ice and the Newfoundland flag. Again, this is in Torbay, maybe 6 years ago when the iceberg came in at Torbay Harbor, and these two Newfoundland dogs. This one is the daughter of this mother. This is the mother. So they're two Newfoundland dogs of the one family. This is in Flat Rock in the winter, and they always have big waves there. So this is one of the big waves pictures taken in Flat Rock. I show two more slides, and I'll pass the time back to Katie because I just don't want to spend more than 10 minutes. This one is in Fogo Island, Jobed's Arms, and I love the reflections of the sky and the calm pond. Give us a sense of peace and tranquility. This is in Logie Bay, Pump House Station Road, and Sugarloaf Path. It was maybe 6 years ago, and this is a big iceberg. And I have a picture of this one turned up like power, fist pump right there for everyone. And this one, of course, taken years ago. This tree has been damaged a lot since thunder and lightning. And this is, of course, a lot of Newfoundland tourism brochure. You can see this picture. This is Tinker's Point, the Cribbies, they call it. So these are some of my pictures, and thank you for watching. And I would like people to follow me and say a few things. You can unmute or mute if you want to, just to say 3 little sentences, just kind of my affirmation. I am healthy.
I am healthy.
I am well.
I
I am well.
I am well.
I will be better tomorrow.
I will be better tomorrow.
I am with you together.
I am with you together.
Together.
Thank you, everyone. I'll pass it back to Katie.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Alex.
Alex.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alex.
Appreciate that. You can keep the picture up on the screen if you want. It's nice, it's beautiful. So, yeah. So, thank you very much, Allison and Alec, for providing some breathing exercises, and Alec for the beautiful photos. We thought it would be nice. I know a lot of people are not able to get out. Some people are isolating. Some people are in quarantine. And it's just a beautiful reminder of our province and how absolutely beautiful it is. We are still able to get out if you're not isolating or quarantine. It's very important to practice social distancing, but you can still get out in nature. It's very important. It's good for the soul, good for the mind. Appreciate both of you for sharing that with us today. So I thought now we could open it up, just finish off our coffees. If anybody has anything that they want to share about what they're doing to keep themselves occupied or even just relaxing during this time, you're more than welcome to share any information. If you could just raise your hands or just pipe in and go ahead.
I'm homesick.
Oh, there we go. Of course you are. Was this a little help for you, Bruce, though? Just a reminder and refresher and
Absolutely. It's something that I always find that anytime I look at Alex's pictures, it always reminds me, I think something that I think I've said to Selena before. You know, somebody is, you know, who's not native to Newfoundland, but has come to Newfoundland and really shares the beauty of this place through his eyes, and I really appreciate that. And you know, things that Alec takes pictures of are things that we walk by probably almost every day, and it's amazing just to, you know, to see those things captured, and I think it really helps to appreciate, you know, the beauty that we have around us. So thanks, Alec, for sharing. It's amazing.
we miss you here too, and I'm sure that Selena too is craving for you guys to be together again.
I think she misses me.
Only a little bit,
She
which is a
does.
lot.
Me too.
Thanks for sharing, Bruce. Dave, did you want to share what you've been? I know you sent me an email about all the great things you're doing. I'd love for you to share that.
Yeah, of course, Katie. Hi, everybody. We, of course, have family in the UK, and Krista, our daughter, and our grandchildren are now in Houston, in Texas, and our son Blake is in Fort McMurray. So one of the things we've been doing on a regular weekly basis is a small Zoom meeting, just like we're doing now, whereby we can see the whole family on the screen, and that way we can have a virtual conversation. We actually had a game of bingo last Sunday, can you believe? And I was the bingo caller, and we had cards that we had distributed and printed, so we could actually have a virtual bingo game. So that was
Awesome.
that was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I also have a niece in New Zealand as well as a sister in England, and we've been using Messenger or Facebook to communicate with folks either on a regular basis or an ad hoc basis. The other thing that Judy and I have been doing, as some of you know, we're in British Junction, about 40 minutes from St John's, and we're in the country, and we like being in the country. And one of the things that we've been doing recently, usually every weekend, without COVID, we normally would meet with our friends here in the junction and have a meal, and we travel around various locations in people's homes. So what we've been doing is doing like a team meal, just as if we were entertaining, but without the actual entertaining piece. So we've been trying to become as adventurous as we can in the kitchen, and then pick a particular theme and experiment with a new menu. So there's
Cool.
just a few of the things that we've been doing.
Excellent. I really like the idea of the themed meals. Right now, options like when we go out and get our meals, it's like, oh, what are we going to have today? Oh, pizza. It's like, you know, the regular things, but it's good to experiment. I actually, I've never baked bread before, but I have all the ingredients to try it out this weekend. And
Where did you find the yeast?
one of my friends actually had some on hand. I went to her and she gave me half of hers. So yeah,
That's
yeah.
a good friend, because
Yeah.
yeast is really hard to find right now.
Oh, it is. I was at Sobeys a few times and I was like, oh my God, everybody's taking the yeast. So I'm looking forward to trying that out and doing some different baking and stuff. It's really motivating me to do different things, which is good. Yeah. Anybody else want to share anything that they're doing?
Yeah, me, if I can.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead, Robert.
So I just I recommend this book, The Miracle Morning. I read it a few years ago, And I used to get up 4 o'clock in the morning to start my day, but I don't do that anymore. But pretty much it's meditation for 10 minutes, affirmations for 5 minutes, visualizations for 5 minutes. I jump on a trampoline for 5 minutes, an indoor mini trampoline. Then I read for 10 minutes, and then I journal.
Awesome.
And it makes me feel pretty good because I guess starting the day off right is good.
Yeah, it is amazing. That's really good. So it's Miracle Morning. Is that?
Yeah.
Let's see that again. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
I'm trying to hack my sleep now because I'm not sleeping the best anymore. I used to be able to get 6 hours sleep and feel great. Now I don't know what's going on with me, but I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah, it's a little different this time. I think a lot of people are having challenges with different things. Hopefully you can get back on track with that.
Well, I think I got my 2 children home by myself, and as a single parent, I love them, but it's stressful.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing, Robert. Anybody else like to share?
I like to have something to say.
Okay, Sheldon, and then we'll go to Joel. Is that okay?
Can you hear me very well?
Yeah, well, you're good.
Okay. Well, I'm currently actually writing a book. I started writing my book after so many years of people telling me that I should do it, and I wasn't. So it's like an autobiography kind of thing in my life. But I've also written some poetry, and I like to read 2 of my very short poems today, and it's really related to the theme of Newfoundland, and as well as meditation and breathing. And is this okay?
Yeah, totally. Go right ahead. Love to hear it.
Okay, the first one is called Nature, God's Work of Art. I feel so close to nature when I walk a wooded lane. The beauty laid before me shows God's work was not in vain. Archways made from stately oak, its branches form a trellis. Seeming wondrous works of art, the master tries to tell us. Ponds all aglitter in the sun, reflect surrounding splendor. An entrapment made to snare the heart, my soul, my all surrender. Then I look into a peaceful lake, there's a reflection not of me, but a mirror image of the hands that created all I see. That's the first one.
Beautiful.
Gorgeous. And the second one, related to this, what I feel is our theme for today, I call it Here in Newfoundland. I believe Alec already read it and he said he liked it. So here in Newfoundland, the sun sets low behind the hills of evergreens and whippoorwills, where Mother Nature spreads her frills. Here in Newfoundland, the serenity of brooks and streams flow gently into tourist streams. So much like paradise it seems here in Newfoundland. Then waking to the sound of seas, riding smoothly with the breeze, slapping on the shore with ease here in Newfoundland. While fishing boats adorn the bays, they glide with grace upon the waves, as sails blow under sunlit rays here in Newfoundland. It's
beautiful.
You know.
That went really well, Sheldon, with Alec's photos clicking off in the background. It's
yes.
Perfect.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks for sharing.
Thanks.
Thank you. Okay, Joel, if you want to go ahead and share.
Yeah, first off, I just want to congratulate Katie, Allison, and Alec on pulling this together this morning. It's been absolutely amazing, and it is great to see all the smiling faces again. So I think a couple of things. I guess one of the things, we've been doing a lot of video work as well, right? We're trying to do the physical distancing. We're doing driveway visits and supplementing that with video calls so we can get to see our son and our grandson on a semi-regular basis anyway, although we can't physically be together, we can virtually be together, and that seems to help tremendously. The other thing that I've been doing over the last 2 to 3 weeks is making an effort to reach out to people that I haven't connected with for some time, particularly individuals that are living alone. You know, I've got aunts and uncles and friends and whatnot that are find it particularly challenging at this, you know, during these times, of course, right? And I find that reaching out to them is twofold. One, it helps them, but it also helps us. You know, you feel good about having done it when you finish off the call. You almost feel like, well, why didn't I do that sooner? So that feel-good feeling is something I'd like to see others experience as well, and encourage you to reach out to friends, colleagues, loved ones, whatever it is, particularly individuals that are indeed living alone. But it doesn't have to be just that criteria, just connecting with folks that we haven't connected with because we felt our lives were too busy or we just didn't have the time. Well, we got lots of time now.
We do indeed. That's awesome. It really does feel good to reach out to people, especially, like you said, people who are living alone, who are probably feeling really lonely right now and not having that connection. That's great, Joel, that you're doing that. It's awesome. Encourage everybody else to do it too, and me
Absolutely.
included. Thank you. All right, anybody else like to share? We got 10 minutes left. Go ahead, Patricia. Oh, Patricia Pike.
Oh, am I on?
You're on, yes.
I want to, the photography is one of my passions. And I put a challenge out for the next time we do something like this, that we probably send you one of our own favorite photographs to take.
That's a good idea.
Not family, nothing like that, but something that's very special. Because when you share pictures, you're sharing so much of yourself, but other people get the benefit of the joy of it too. So I think that's wonderful. And I call one person every day that I haven't been in touch with, and it's been amazing. So that was lovely, guys. Thank you.
Beautiful, Patricia. That's a great idea, and I will definitely move that forward. I have a feeling that we might be online again in May, so thank you for that idea.
Great idea.
And Bruce, did you want to say something there?
Yeah, one of the things that I've started doing, and I found it really helpful, is just, you know, we spend so much time at home during the day, and so I was just flipping through Insight Timer and for some meditations, and I just found this. I don't know if I might be able to share it. I'll see if I can. It was just a really nice little kind of morning gratitude, and I've just found that it's really been a great way to start the day, just to kind of get grounded, just to recognize that, you know, it's a new day, and here we are, and you know, kind of just giving ourselves some time to kind of wake up to the day and to get ready for, you know, the day that's going to happen, so that we can set our intentions for the day. Because if you know, like what Robert was saying there earlier about the morning, you know, his morning routine, if we don't start the day, or if we start the day ungrounded, it kind of tends to kind of go that way for us. So, you know, I've just been finding that really helpful, you know, working from home. So
Good stuff. Yeah, if you wouldn't mind sharing the information, maybe if you want to post it on the Facebook group or send it to Sheldon and he can post it, that would be awesome. Yeah, any tools to help anybody is really beneficial, really, at this time. It's awesome.
yeah, and there's I think what's really nice about this today is just hearing from everybody what they've been doing is a great way to, you know, for us to share the idea, you know, just share things, so that, you know, a lot of times we get, you know, we have our own little routine, we have our own little tools, and sometimes we, you know, we get benefit from them, but, you know, sharing those with other people is also a great way, like, you know, like Joel was saying too, you know, it's nice, you feel good being able to share things, especially, you know, when it can be helpful for other people, and of course you feel good that you're able to share something that was helpful.
Yeah, makes your heart feel really good.
Yeah.
For sure. All right, anybody else? Well, I'm going to keep on going until nobody shares, I guess, or the time is up.
Hi, Katie. Oh.
Yeah, Alec.
I just want to share the person who made the mask for us. It's not advertising, but I find that she's good. She delivered to our house. You can order one, or you can order a couple. We ordered 5, so we can, you know, have some for other friends who need it. And this is the name. If you want to write it down, it's Let me see.
Mandy?
It's Mandy Lee Daw. And the can you see the address or something? Or you can
Mandy Lee.
Mandy Lee Daw Clothing. You know, she's pretty good. Yeah.
Okay.
I paid first, but she's respectable, and we got it like within 2 days. We got our mask. So if anyone who doesn't want to make a mask, or you know, it's good to wear it when you go to the public. So I just recommend. She's doing a good job. I don't know her personally, but I got the mask, so I just want to let people know help is available. You want to have a mask, okay?
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Question. How do you keep that sanitized, your mask, after you've used it walking?
Put it in the washing machine.
Yeah, so you need 2 masks then. You need one for the.
Yes, this is why we have 5, you know, between the 2 of us and give one to someone else. Yeah, it's washable. This is a cloth mask. It's a cloth. So yeah.
I have 3 of them, so that's my way of doing it too.
And you can put a towel or filter in between the 2 layers of cloth as well. It's up to the individual. The mask is to stop us from spitting out. It doesn't protect us from other people. But if everybody wears a mask in the public, it should help.
Thank you.
Katie?
Thank you. Yeah.
Yes, Joel. I'd like to just share something that Jon Snow posted in Facebook earlier this week that resonated with me, that I think might be timely for the group here. If they don't, it's just a quick little quote, and it goes like this: "Fear does not stop death; it stops life. And worrying does not take away tomorrow's troubles; it takes away today's peace."
It's beautiful. It's true.
Jon Snow.
Yeah. I thought it was quite poignant.
Indeed, it was. Thank you. All right, I'm going to do last call now. If anybody wants to share or say anything.
Just want to say thanks for organizing this. It's great, you know, to be able to, even though we're all in our own little pockets, you know, mentally it feels like we're all together, and sometimes, you know, that can be as valuable as being together physically. You know, we're doing the best we can to you know, to get through this and to, you know, to support one another. So thank you for organizing this. Really important.
Our pleasure. It's definitely something, like, anybody has any ideas for our next one, because I feel that May we're going to be here again. If there's any ideas, please feel free to reach out to me or anyone on the board. If there's any ideas, if there's any speakers, like, we're open to having somebody come on, just like at our meetings. If anybody has anybody in mind that would be willing to come on and share with us, that would be awesome. So any ideas, just share them with me, and I'd put it together for all of us, because it's important right now. All right. So if nobody else has anything to share, I will adjourn our meeting just like normal. Enjoy your days, stay connected. If you have any ideas, send them along, and stay well and safe. Practice social distancing, and we're all in this together. And enjoy your day and weekend.